Hello everybody. This is Kelly at NV Soapworks, and I am just getting ready to start a big batch of black raspberry vanilla. I am sold out of my raspberry lilac, sold out of my black raspberry vanilla, so I like to have a raspberry scent in stock. So I'm going to go ahead and make this. However, I want to kind of switch it up and do something a little bit different. Today I'm going to be doing a column pour in, you know, the flat tray molds, and just for something different. Black raspberry vanilla is a very boring scent to soap because everybody has it, and it's one that you do over and over. So I thought I would mix it up for myself today and do something fun. The colors that I'm going to be doing for the column pour are pretty nice. I have a very bluish purple here. It's very, very pretty. And I have a little bit of black. I have a really, really bright pink. This is called Raspberry Red. This is Nurture Soap. I have a very pretty kind of light purpley pink color. This is Iris Purple from Nurture Soap. And then I have olive green, and this is from Micah's and More, and that blue purple was from Micah's and More too. I used the cosmetic purple and I added a little bit of blue to it. So those are the 5 colors that I'm going to be using for the column pour, plus a little bit of white. So I've got my clays and my goat milk powder in here. It is looking pretty chunky. I see a lot floating, so I need to go ahead and mix this up real quick. Okay, I think I got all the chunks out of that. Okay, in my batch today, I have olive, palm, coconut, avocado, baba sue, grapeseed oil, castor oil, shea butter, and mango seed butter. So that's what I have going on there. I have silk, of course, in my lye water, a little bit of sugar, and no aloe vera today, just sugar and silk. So let's get this in here. I haven't done a column pour in a while, so I'm excited. Those usually turn out really pretty. So I want to try to get the tray mold as full as possible. I want it to be I want it to be substantial bars. The tray mold that I have has markings on the bottom, so you get 12, rectangular bars out of it. So I want to make sure that I have enough to fill it up to the top, so I get, I want as big a bars as possible. So I'm going to go ahead and get this emulsified. One thing about a column pour is you do need your batter to be extremely fluid. So I'm just going to bring this to emulsification. I do not want it at trace at all. So I'm going to stick blend for a sec. I'm going to stir it around for a second, and then stick blend again. I'll just kind of alternate and get it mixed up without overkill with the stick blender. Not quite yet. Alright, so that should be good right there. So I'm trying to decide if I want to do 2 columns or 1 column in my for my pour. If I want to do 2 in the mold, or if I just want to stick to 1 right in the middle. I'm not quite sure yet. I'm still debating that. I think it might look cool with 2. Alright, so let me get split off for my colors. So I'm going to do 4 of my big containers, and then 1 of the little small half-size ones for the black. Now, a lot of people have been asking me questions about these beakers here. I got them from a place online called NASCO. And this size is the 500 mil, and this is the 250 mil. And they're kind of hard to find online. I tried to go find them again to give somebody the link, and even I had a hard time finding them again. So I will put a link for these in the description box below if you're interested in finding these. They're absolutely perfect for soaping in small batches, like 2, 3, 4 pound batches. And this, the bigger size, they're $3.50. So you can't beat it. They are exactly what I've been looking for. So, like I said, I will put a link for you guys in the description box, so you can get yourself a set if you are interested in that. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and pour off for my colors. Okay everyone, so you can see here the colors that I have chosen for this blackberry vanilla. I think this is going to be a really pretty one. I do like all these colors. My batter is nice and fluid, so hopefully it stays that way once we get our fragrance in. So let's just start here and see how we do. Okay everybody, so I have all of the fragrances mixed up. I think we are good to go there. Everything is fluid and nice for what I have planned, so my column pour should work perfectly with the consistency that we have there. This is the mold here that I'm going to be using. So you can see how it has the grooves in it. So I don't have a choice on the size because it kind of determines that for you, but you get 12, perfectly even bars out of it. So I do like this mold. It is a good one. And if you fill it right up to the top, they're a pretty good size bar too. So I am going to go ahead and do, like I said, do a column pour. I'm going to do two little columns, just like that. Let me make sure you guys can see, okay? Okay, I just zoomed in a little bit so you guys would be able to see everything perfectly. Yeah. Alright, you guys, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. The first thing I'm going to do is start with my white. And you just go straight over your little column. And you can use anything you want. Cups, any shape, square, whatever you like for this. I'm going to do a little bit more white because I don't want too many dark colors in a row. That's one thing I didn't plan out very well when I was doing my colors is, oops, having a lot of dark colors. Okay, so right here is where I'm going to just take a quick minute to kind of scrape down my little cups here. On some of the edges I'm getting extremely full, so I need to get these removed. And I want to do it as carefully as possible so I don't disrupt too much of my circular design that I have created here. Now when you're doing this, I really recommend using glass. You see how cleanly it just slides off, so you can get a good grip on it and just pull it out. Okay. So now that I pulled those out, the level went down a little bit, so I can continue to kind of just do like a little faux funnel pour here to kind of keep with my design so it doesn't look really funny. soap. This is as much as this little mold is going to hold. So I'm going to try to carefully tap it out, any little air bubbles, without messing up my design too much. I think that's as good as it's going to get there. Now, as far as decoration goes, like what I want to do to the top, I'm not really sure. I have this tool here that I could do something. I think I'm going to use it to just comb through, and it looked really cool right here, but not so much right here. So that actually was probably a mistake. But I will do my best to go ahead and fix that little part. The rest of it looks really cool. So now I'm going to take my little stick. Actually, that's not so bad. This part, that won't be so bad. That won't be so bad at all. I mean, obviously it got pretty muddied up, but I think that it's still really pretty. Okay. All right, you guys. So, besides the little part that got really muddied up right there, you can see it. It's still pretty. It is still pretty. It's just the dark. There's hardly any white in it. But the rest of this, I think, is really, really beautiful. So I'm excited to give this a cut tomorrow. See what it looks like cut into the bars and like on the inside. So I will see you guys in a sec. Bye. Hello everybody. I am back and I am really, really happy with this black raspberry vanilla. You can see here that I should have recorded this. I should have turned the camera back on, but I just didn't think about it. I fixed up the part that got really muddy. Basically, I had some soap left, and I just did like 2 in that very muddied up part. I started 2 little pores, and I put about 4 layers deep, you know, the different circles of color, and then I just ran through it. So it does have a different look than the rest of the soap, but it still fixed it up, and so I am really, really happy with the way that this looks, and it actually smells fantastic. So what I did with this one, I didn't tell you when I was making it, but I added a second scent to this. I added mostly the black raspberry vanilla, but I also added a little bit of cotton candy, and let me tell you, it is amazing. So I'm going to try to get it out of here. This mold normally gives me a hard time with the corners especially, so I usually lose some corners, but I haven't been able to find a way around that. Oh gosh, I hope that didn't just hurt it bad. Oh wow, this is like the easiest unmolding so far I've ever had with this. It's coming up pretty easily. So see these 2 corners, big chunks? I can fix that pretty easily if I just take it out and piece it. Oh, that's this one. Piece it back on, and then I have like kind of like the little flat kind of like putty knife that I could just go and get it back together pretty easy. So that's not too bad. If I could lift the corner out without too much damage, you can kind of patch it up. And sometimes, since it's really wet, like it'll adhere and it won't be a big deal. It'll you know, it'll join to the rest of the soap and it's not that big of a deal. So now that is not bad at all. So you can see the lines there. So I'm gonna get my knife and I'm just gonna see if I can get a clean cut. Sometimes I don't get a clean cut with this. Whenever I use this mold, it seems like I just cannot get a clean cut no matter what knife I use. But I think today will be okay. So if I can get it into strips, then I use my bud cutter to cut the individual ones, because it just gives it so much better of a look, a cleaner look. Alright, so I got the first one apart. Let's see. Hopefully I didn't damage the top when I just flopped it over. Let's look. And it is actually really wet. So here's the first little slice. And I do see a little bit of damage on this side right here. So I actually might, should I wait? Nah. I don't have the patience to wait. So if I damage it, it's my own fault. So I'm just going to go ahead and get this cut up. I will fast forward this part so you guys can see it, but you won't be bored to tears watching me mess with all these little single bars. All right, see you guys after the cut, or talk to you guys after the cut. Okay, everybody, so that was the end of the cut there, and I am extremely happy with the way that these have turned out. They are extremely beautiful. I love the pattern. I love the colors. I think they're pretty substantial size bars. The fragrance on this, I think that I will end up adding, like I said, I put in cotton candy, a little bit of cotton candy with this, and I will never make it regular again. I will always add cotton candy. It has added just like an amazing sweetness to this, and I am thrilled with it. So this, you guys, was the cut of my very special Black Raspberry Vanilla. This one was super fun to do. I was wanting to do something different for this very ordinary scent that everybody does. I just needed a change to make it fun, and this one definitely was fun. Happy with the look of it. I love that technique, and I think it just worked out perfectly. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for subscribing, and I will catch you the next time. Bye!